ringing in a day of peace. In the Peace Garden at UN headquarters in New York, dignitaries ring a bell donated by Japan as a reminder of the human cost of war.
Peace is under assault across regions, countries, and communities. The poison of war is infecting our world, jeopardizing the lives of millions, turning people against each other, pitting nation against nation, eroding security and well-being, reversing development.
On this day, the United Nations calls for a 24-hour cessation of hostilities, at a time when battles are raging across the world. In Eastern Europe, Ukrainians are still fighting a Russian invasion. In the Middle East as well as Africa, conflict is still rife in certain places. And Asia is not free of bloodshed.
In Myanmar, it's not looking particularly pleasant. The military is going after its opponents. This includes razing villages, shooting up civilians. There have been, in response, bombings and assassinations, and these are increasing in frequency. There are several smaller ones that have been sort of on and off. So, in particular, in the south of the Philippines and the Mindanao area. There is also Papua in Indonesia. This is the far eastern end of Indonesia, where there's been an independence movement, and that's again another one of these on-again, off-again kinds of conflicts.
Here in Taiwan, people live under the ever-present threat of force from China, and the growing realization that conflict anywhere can pose a threat to peace and stability.
This sort of environment of unrest creates more potential for friction and instability and the sort of drawing away of attention. At this moment where there's more friction and more global instability and uncertainty, Taiwan would probably want to be more sensitive to what's going on around and perhaps prepare itself for shocks. The fact that we see China being more involved in Myanmar, that is reflective of their willingness to be more active on the international stage in terms of pushing their interests. So that's certainly something that Taiwan has felt in a very immediate way.
The call rings loud and clear, but for many in Asia and much of the world, peace remains a distant goal. Ryan Kilpatrick for TaiwanPlus.